so hi.
It's great to meet you.
You too. Oh my God, it's so crazy that we've never met before, you know? So I'm pretty sure you know that I'm totally obsessed with you.
I've seen some clips.
Would you like to see the big clip that they made of our love?
Take a Let's take a look.
Steve Kornacki is the sexiest nerd on TV. When he would grab that thing and be like, no, and then mark on the board, I was like, oh God, just keep solving the problems, Mr. Kornacki.
God damn it, that is just sexy to me. What, is that a 7? Is that a 7, Steve?
When he pulled that calculator, I was like, what? You gonna tell me the exact answer?
Your khakis and your Gap shirt and your regular tie, dude, and your two-tone belt, you belong to us.
I am so embarrassed, but not really. So, when you're standing at that big board and you got that damn calculator, how do you keep all your facts straight?
Well, fortunately, I mean, we've got great technology now. It's amazing. You know, I've been, as you say, an election nerd for a lot of my life. And what was possible on an election night, say, 25 years ago, is a fraction of what's possible now. So there's so much information loaded into that board. There's so much we can do with it. Any given county, any given state, any given congressional district, demographic information. So we're able to show what's happening in real time with a depth and I think a sophistication, hopefully, it just wasn't possible before.
That was such a sophisticated answer. So let me ask you a question. Do you know every single county in U.S.?
I have at some point encountered all of them in getting ready for elections. There are 3,143. I will admit this. I'll go through a state for an election, and when it is time to go for that state, I'll know them all, but I will not retain a lot of them afterwards. So it's the big swing states in presidentials I'm much stronger on than the states that aren't necessarily competitive.
Okay, I have so many important questions to ask you. I really do. Okay, so Biden is losing to Trump. Should we be freaked out right now?
I mean, so there's New York Times polls that came out last week. The 6 states we think will decide the election in 2024. And, yeah, they had Trump ahead in 5 of those 6 states. They're all states that Trump had lost in 2020. So the thing that's interesting to me is if you look back at the 2020 election, from this point, fall of 2019, on to Election Day, there was literally not a single poll that ever had Trump ahead of Biden nationally. We've now had multiple polls that show Trump ahead of Biden.
Really?
So there is a different atmosphere around this looming, and we'll see what happens in the primaries, but this is looking likely to be the matchup again, and Trump is showing a strength, or Biden is showing a weakness that wasn't there the last time in the run-up to the election. So I would take it very seriously, yeah.
Well, okay, Steve, why is Trump still able to run? Am I confused? He's being indicted everywhere. How is he still able to run for president?
Well, look, it's a 2-term limit, not a 1-term limit. So he can, he served 1 term. Okay. We haven't had a president in modern times lose re-election and then 4 years later say, hey, I'm running again. George Bush Sr. went happily into retirement. Jimmy Carter went and built houses. Wow. It's been a while since you've had a president try to do this, but you can. And you bring up all the legal issues around Trump. Hasn't been convicted of anything. And, it's obviously going to be a major factor, I think, to looming over the campaign. But from an eligibility standpoint, it looks like there's no issue.
That makes no sense. Okay. So it's a real chance that Trump becomes the Republican nominee.
Certainly, again, we're talking polls right now. He is at a level of dominance over that Republican field that we haven't seen from a candidate in a Republican contest in 24 years. The last one was George W. Bush. Really? And George W. Bush won the nomination in 2000. He had leads the size that Trump has right now. This is the first time since Bush we've seen a Republican consistently polling this well in the Republican primaries. Now, Bush did get a scare in 2000. John McCain won some states, put a scare into him. Maybe, a DeSantis, maybe a Haley. It's looking like if there's going to be a threat to him, it's one of those two.
Neither one of them is good.
Oh
my God. Well, okay. So I want to ask you to explain the Electoral College to me, because I feel like that's something I can understand from you.
Okay.
I don't want to sound stupid in front of you, my love, but
You don't.
I didn't know what the Electoral College was. I just thought it was where politicians went to college to learn about politics.
Yeah.
So what is it?
It's a bit of a throwback to the earliest days of the country, but how it functions now is essentially the candidate who wins the vote in a state wins the number of electoral votes that state has. It gets very complicated.
Okay, see, I feel like there's math. Okay, but I did something kind of goofy. Okay, so, okay. I got you a little present.
Yes.
It's a calculator.
All right.
I put your name on the back. It's pretty long, but it's okay.
Thank you.
So we can figure those things out now.
Look for this next election.
Yes. Oh my God. If you use my calculator, I'm gonna lose it. Okay, let me ask you one more important question. Now, I heard that you didn't know who Taylor Swift was, which I don't care. But do you know who Beyonce is?
Yes.
Okay, good. Woo, I was going to have to divorce you, Steve. You are awesome. Be sure to watch Steve Kornacki do his thing on NBC and MSNBC.